everybody. How y'all doing? I think I just fucking screamed to everybody's ear at the same time. I apologize for all that. But we are here doing it. Oh shit, Ganja's late again. Look at that.
I'm not late. I just thought you give me at least 5 minutes before hopping the call.
Anyways, so here's the thing, though, guys. How y'all doing? What is up? Good old Mortal Kombat 11 is gonna be with the Thanos today, only because of the fact that Corey and the gang are actually reviewing Mortal Kombat Annihilation. I don't know the reason why. Kind of a strange thing to decide to do that.
They're just branching out to everything that just seems very awkward for them to do.
Yeah, pretty much. But no, as you guys can hear all that fucking craziness in the background, people beating and shove each other and everything too. Hello there, Matthew. Hello there, Gary Eakin. What's up, peoples? By the way, I would have actually played the Mortal Kombat theme song because it would have been the best for this, but I probably would have got flagged or something because I like that song way too much, but let that shit play forever. But here it is right here. Good on Mortal Kombat as soon as the fucking screen turned black.
Oh, again, I keep doing this fucking Space Jam.
Yeah, that's not at all what the song is.
Come on and slam and get into the jam.
I thought you were doing that one song from Six Flags.
Oh shit, Roxy's here too. By the way, Roxy, happy fucking birthday to you.
Thank.
Yeah, thank. What you been up to?
I have birthday.
How have you celebrated today?
I mean, I woke up with a McDonald's big breakfast, but I didn't finish it all because it was too big.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Then I went to the store, almost got into an accident, came home, had some good treats, and Garrett's sister actually sent me a couple gifts through the mail.
Oh, nice. But yeah, you get into a lot of accidents, by the way. Just saying.
Because people out here can't drive for shit.
I'm just saying, a little scary. We were actually all in Discord.
Did you at least get a McFlurry?
A
What?
McFlurry?
Did you at least get a McFlurry? No. The machine was broke. Lies. They didn't want to feed it. But I got my hot chip though.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
I like
got the
them hot
with
chips.
lime.
Let me see. Emax, and they're finally gonna review that shitty ass Mortal Kombat Annihilation. By the way, anybody here have seen Mortal Kombat Annihilation? Go ahead and say I. There you go.
I don't know if you said have seen or have not seen. I'm just saying I anyway.
Oh, just because you. All right, sweet. No,
I am also here.
Mortal Kombat Annihilation is the sequel to the original, obviously. It's not like a B movie or anything, too. They actually did come out straight up in the fucking movie theater and whatnot. I thought it was fucking awesome. I loved it very much. But, yeah, it's a pretty bad movie. Which, by the way, Jed, I'm gonna... Cause I think you're fucking around with saying you need to watch this movie. I'm gonna make you watch it.
That's the thing. I don't know if you said if I did or if I didn't.
Okay, what did you? What the fuck? Roxy, how about you? Have you seen Mortal Kombat Annihilation?
Didn't.
Okay, I don't know what that means now because I'm confused. What does that mean?
It means
Oh wow, Emax says he would choose the Spa movie instead. I don't know, man. I don't know about that. What the fuck? Am I getting my ass kicked? Goddamn.
Alright, so I never got the Spawn movie. Like, I kind of got why everyone hated it because what was it trying to go for?
Wasn't Chi-Chi in it?
Yeah, Chi-Chi was in it.
Yeah, John Leguizamo. Chi-Chi, where's that from?
That's from fucking 2 on Fu, where he plays the Latina drag queen.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that a movie that people look like trans people kind of look back on and say like, hey, dude, like I love that shit, like, you know?
Oh no, it's an inspiration for drag queens, not trans people, but drag queens most definitely.
Oh yeah.
For the LGBTQIAWXYZ community, yeah, it's still a cult classic, and it was really ahead of its time, honestly.
It really was.
You know, that's where we should have been, but for what the time was and what the time still is now, it still is pretty great. Still holds
Also,
up.
Robin Williams had a weird thing where he would like say yes to any script that had him playing a gay character at one point. Because like he's in 2 on Fu, and he's in that one movie where he like has to hide his gayness.
What was that other one?
We watched together. What was it called, babe?
The Birdcage.
The Birdcage.
That's funny.
Also, one of my favorite movies.
The Birdcage. Okay. Others are thinking also another gay movie.
Another Robin Williams smoking pole movie.
That would be great. Oh come on, get my ass fucking handed to me.
I mean, I'm pretty sure there's a deleted like script somewhere where they have like Mrs. Doubtfire give head to somebody. I guess that might count.
No, I fucking loved Spawn though. Like I know that's how this all started, but yeah, Spawn was a really great trans movie. Sorry, I only made myself laugh.
Dragon Ball Evolution is fucking garbage, bro.
So were you hyped about that? Because I don't know if you're.
Oh no, was I hyped? I saw that bitch in theaters, man.
Damn. So at what point, like, how long did it take you to know, like, this is bullshit?
The minute I saw him get in a fight at a high school party, then I was like, oh god, this is not Dragon Ball. This is just gonna be another teen movie with Goku. And sure enough, I was right. It didn't turn into like a proper Dragon Ball movie till the end. At that point, he barely learned the Kamehameha. Super Saiyans are like an ancient race of people, but the monkey is some kind of other shit because he works for Piccolo now, I guess. I don't know. They fucked up that whole lore, and they had the gall to think they were gonna get a sequel to it.
I'm so surprised that you actually know these characters' names, bro. Like, I'm proud of you though. That's cool.
Piccolo.
What?
Piccolo.
Piccolo?
Yeah.
Piccolo.
Hey, I'm talking about Dragon Ball Evolution, man. They didn't even bother to get the characters right except the names for copyright.
Just call him Pickle Fuck at this point, right?
He might as well be Pickle Fuck because he wasn't Piccolo.
Let me see. Oh,
No,
we
when does
got
Rick and Morty come in?
something just happened. What was that?
And I'm Pickle Rick.
Yo, what's up? What's his name? Virgil Cat. Yeah, I like that name actually. I heard some kind of fucking bring. So whoever did something for us, thank you. But Streamlabs does not want to show yet again because it's strange. It's a strange one indeed.
It is a strange. Piccolo is his gay brother.
Oh shit! I guess they're having a rematch. So basically, this is actually part of a combat league. I'm playing against an actual person, and I'm so glad they're not talking because that really gets annoying.
Do they actually talk?
Usually they talk. Usually they have their mic.
What do they say? Like, cause you don't respond back, so I would just give up after the first minute.
So they'll just be like, "You fucking cheating ass bitch, motherfucker! Same fucking move ass bitch." You know. I haven't.
Well, you are the same move ass bitch. I just seen you do it twice.
Oh fuck you. Twice is only that's a small amount of.
Wait a minute. Isn't that what Gertz is known for? But I don't know about this game, but the Dragon Ball game for doing that same move.
Yeah, he likes to spawn like different moves that get you stuck in a corner and shit. I can't get mad at him though, because our old co-host Trey Cooper also does that shit in Fighting Combat. It seems to be like, all right, can you really call yourself the best at like fighting games if you're constantly like pushing your opponents in the corner and you lose if you don't?
But like I said, I mean, I think even Trey was like, I'm not the best. That's the thing.
I don't know, man. He gets a pretty big.
You expect everyone to be the best at these fucking games when you watch them, bro. Like, especially.
Hey man, I'll be Superman 64. All right, I got a higher parameter when it comes to skills of games. Okay.
My only thing is the only time I use like elitist, like, oh, you're not good kind of shit against somebody is when they can't handle talking shit and playing at the same time. It's like, dude, you fucking suck. It's like, yeah, but I'm talking. Like, why aren't you talking? You're over here all quiet and shit. Like, focus and talk, fool.
You can't do both, man. Not everybody had a loud-ass household where everyone bars in when you're trying to play like the big boss level.
Yeah, but that's the thing, though.
My mom always came in at that time, and I love my mom, but every time I was trying to beat a boss or I was on a hard level, she'd come in and ask me every question about my life.
Really quick, you might actually ask something about the One Punch movie. So I didn't know there was a movie coming out about One Punch. I'm not too used to the anime stuff, but like Jet.
It's an Americanized one. It's gonna be trash.
So Americanized, like in the sense of, is it still animated, or is it gonna be like one of those like Death Note Netflix movies?
It's live action. Like Netflix.
That's rough.
That's gonna be garbage.
There's actually a ton of anime movies that are actually in development that are live action and Americanized, and it's just like, y'all don't got a good track record. You don't. I'm not gonna see them.
But why? It doesn't work the other way. Why wouldn't they think it would work the other way around? Like, hey, the Americans can't make live action. Let us Japanese folks do it. And y'all have been bombing at that shit like since you tried with Attack on Titan. I think the only thing that people loved about Attack on Titan was it had like new technology in terms of movie making to make the characters larger than life and still interact with the actors. But besides, and honestly, that was just so they could use it in a universal ride.
Oh god,
well,
he says
when it comes to when it comes to stuff like shonens in general, those never like seem good like when you do it live action. That's why having anything live action when it comes to anime, at least shonen wise, is bad. You can probably do something like shoujo or like romance, like because they have a lot of romance animes that actually do very, very good that are based on animes and mangas. They do surprisingly well.
Since you Jet secretly watch anime apparently, and you have kind of become the de facto expert on it. I gotta ask you, and I've always asked every anime fan. They give me like some very like milquetoast fucking answer. But high school, is that truly where the Japanese like sense of like life and accomplishment end? Because none of these animes ever start off with someone working a day job.
Nowadays, there is a lot more animes that actually have characters being in day jobs and stuff like that. And most of the time, they hate themselves and their jobs. But I mean, school there, I mean, it was hard for them too. Like, I think they took studying there way more seriously than we do.
One of the things I want to bring up too is that you make us bringing up that there was cars in a movie and that it wasn't the anime. The thing is though, is like making something live action. I feel like it's okay to add things like that, like evolution of certain kind of stuff. Like look at Final Fantasy. What was it? 15? The one that came out like 2 years ago.
Was that the movie?
No, like the
Okay.
game. Yeah, because like, they had this thing where like they had cars and like it was very free roaming, and I could have remembered like there's no vehicles really in the Final Fantasy world, right?
They got cars and vehicles. Most of the time, people just use the live action, the live animals kind of mounts. Hey, Double Toast, what y'all doing? Make sure to subscribe and customize the channel when y'all go there. But when it comes to like Final Fantasy, I never really was interested in it because it seems like a lot of it is very classic RPG elements of just walk around an enemy encounter and try to get to point A to point B in your story mode. Which that's fine, and I see like they try to upgrade it a lot with the new sequels, so I can't really complain about what they've done with the remake. But when it comes to the classic series, I was never really interested in it. I didn't like static combat when I was a kid.
Okay,
I don't really get
Mike, yeah, he's talking about that there was motorcycles in cars in Final Fantasy 7. Oh, my bad. But like, I could have sworn like most of the other games really wasn't that the case. I mean, I could be wrong, and I'm probably stupid, but like, yeah, I just.
But they weren't iconic. Like every time people got mounts, they never bragged about the car. They always bragged about that fucking chicken thing they rode.
Yeah, which is still fine. Like, I'll allow that, but it's just some of this shit's kind of confusing. But
because like there's cars in Fallout 1 and 2 you can like repair to make your travel faster, but they're like you're like a rare like supposed to be a rare person who knows how to fix these things. So it doesn't make sense in like in this post-apocalyptic world everyone got vehicles.
Oh, fuck, this guy's fucking me up. Good old Liu Kang. Yeah, man. But as far as the anime goes, like, yeah, I wouldn't be too upset about the idea that they have cars inside that fucking show, or that movie, whatever that case. What was that thing I was bringing up earlier? I forgot. I think it was my Full Metal Alchemist or something. But like,
Right.
yeah, dude. I mean, that's cool. It's just like they have to be going for something. They have to be doing that just because of American fans or something, because they know their audience. Why would they do something to piss y'all off? Like, it's just kind of fucking crazy to me. Jay, I was gonna ask you, despite its quality, is there a Netflix anime live action thing that you felt tried its best to respect the fans and still failed? Like, did anything get close to being actually good?
You're asking the wrong person, because usually when I see that shit, I don't click on it. Besides, like, the Death Note one, that was also incredibly fucking terrible. None of them actually been good.
Well, I think some fans were probably excited about, the approach to Ryuk, because Ryuk was so fucking, like, intense.
Ryuk looked good, but the thing is they got his character wrong. And I know it's a reimagining and stuff like that, but, I mean, it's still hard to watch or whatever, because he's not actually supposed to be someone who's pushing you to use the Death Note. The whole time, like, the reason, like, he's there is basically to, like, have some fun and watch what people do without his guidance or whatever. He's just basically there to watch. When you basically have him pushing people to basically be like, hey, you either gotta use this book or I'm gonna take it to someone else.
Yeah. Oh, what's funny
that
too?
That kind of basically pushes people to actually use it, because it's like, man, I can kill a whole bunch of people, like, and stuff like that. But if I don't, he's just gonna take it. Like, that basically pushes people to use it instead of basically, like, Light finds it. He said, like, Ryuk explains, like, what the Death Note can do, blah, blah, blah. And it's up to him whether he uses it or not.
Yeah, which, I mean, yeah, I agree that wasn't a good idea to kind of do something that wasn't in the anime, but at the same time, if you see the live action thing kind of meander the same points, and by the way, like, Death Note has the ability to have numerous seasons to tell their stories and build their characters. This only had an hour and a half. Like, there was no way that the fucking live action Netflix movie was going to be able to do all that the show did. It's like fucking
That's the problem with, like, making a movie, like, a series into movies, like, whatsoever. Like, hell, cartoons, too. Like, Avatar: The Last Airbender, you saw what happened to that. That is a 3-season ass show, and they tried to basically condense, like, one season into an hour-and-a-half movie, and it was terrible.
Yeah, Mike is asking, like, how would you feel they did an Outlaw Star movie?
Round 2.
I don't think it'd work.
You don't think it would work?
No.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think a lot of these would work, but I think that at the same time, like, you look at something like Bleach. Someone actually said that Bleach was okay. I think it was Virgil Cat or something. I could be wrong. But Bleach was a situation where that show itself, not the fucking like adaptation, but the show itself became
Bleach's writing is already pretty bad. To
Yeah.
see that like in live action, kind of like. Well, I mean, like the first part's good. Like the later half is just like this is fucking terrible.
Yeah. Damn, I fucked this
Good
up,
artwork.
guys. But yeah, dude. Bleach was something where it's like, you know what? If you do live action, which they already did, obviously, but it's like I don't know too much about what they did with that. But it cannot be like the show because people will be expecting this to eventually get really shitty, like moving on forward, you know. But I don't know, man. Matthew's saying, but then again, we're going to see a Mortal Kombat 12 or Ultimate reboot. See, so here's the thing, man. I think that Mortal Kombat 11 is just going to have DLC packs, especially considering this whole COVID thing. They can't even slightly begin production or even continue production if they are making a sequel. Because, yeah, I mean, that takes fucking years and years and years, and I just don't think it makes sense right now. But I don't know. We'll see. I'm surprised that Ganja doesn't hate anime more. Like, I know, like, you're making a joke earlier that JP always assumes that you like anime and whatnot, but, like, you just seem like the guy who would be like, man, fuck, get that shit away from me. Like, I can't tolerate any of it.
I enjoy some anime, but a lot of, like I said, a lot of it is the experience of high school constantly, or even like the superhero ones or like the fantasy. Like hell, Witch Academy is mostly about them going to school and learning magic and the power of friendship. Same thing with My Hero. My Hero Academia is fucking amazing in terms of animation and the combat skills, and I even like some of the lessons that they provide in the show. But like when it comes to like a wide range of anime, it's a very based on like step-by-step stuff. It's almost got to the point of like superhero aesthetics where they've been so pumped out and so many people have made different versions of all the best ones that you are getting to the point now that you see constant like bleed through of different animes. Like I don't see how anyone can say, hey, I don't like Bleach, but I watch My Hero.
Yeah. No, I know that would be actually kind of weird. Oh, Neil Fowler, how you doing, man? He's saying the Bleach live action movie is just all right. He's not a fan of the manga, but it wasn't abysmal. FMA
Plus,
live action was much worse.
Bleach was really known for those badass openings where they actually respected hip hop.
The Hourglass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Cowboy Bebop. Yeah, that was actually a really cool looking show back in the day. I didn't watch it at all, but I saw trailers on like my VHS tapes, and I feel like they felt like the anime fans were very in tune with horror fans because most of my Ryan's like, don't drink Bleach. But yeah, I remember like all my horror DVDs or whatever would have like a commercial of Cowboy Bebop, and I'm like, wait, so are these like fans very intertwined?
Well, yeah, to a certain extent. You have a lot of horror fans that are into anime and the different horror genres that come out of that. Matter of fact, I think anime has a whole genre dedicated to like different types of ghosts, demons, and goblins, and all that kind of shit that they use Japanese lore to scare people with. So it's not surprising the slightest.
Fuck. Oh, I just got flawless victory, dude. No.
On you?
Yeah, they just fucked me up.
Rip.
Oh, I'm scared.
Round two.
Vic
That dude raised you from the dead. It was like, don't do that again.
Yeah, who's this guy they're talking about?
What would you say is the best or worst live action cartoon adaptation?
What are you saying, Jack?
Vic is basically that voice actor who's basically been found out or basically being accused of basically harassing young girls at cons and stuff like that. The thing about I believe that shit because I have heard the stories of him for like the last 10 years, and I'm actually surprised that's only getting big now.
Are you talking about Vic?
But hell, you can actually go on YouTube and basically search up Vic basically kissing on girls and stuff like that and reenacting anime parts that he did where he's basically like right up in the girl's ear, like saying inappropriate lines to girls that are they look pretty goddamn young.
Really quick, Corey's calling me. I'll be right back. Y'all continue talking.
All right, continue getting your ass kicked too while I talk to Coleman. Ryan asked a good question. Has there any been like live action cartoon or anime adaptations that actually caught your heart, Jed, or even slid by with a decent?
Live action adaptations? None that come to my mind.
I had to say, I still got a soft spot for the Chipmunk, the first one with the guy from Mallrats, and I think it's My Name is Earl. He also plays. But I actually do appreciate that movie. It's stupid as fuck. It's a horrible movie, honestly, when you think about it. But it's the Chipmunks. Like, really, what could they have done anything better than that fucking animated movie they made?
Not make a live action movie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no other option. Like, you made a really great animated movie. There's no other option except make a shitty live action one.
Oh god, I'm fucking getting so owned by this dude.
Was Coleman watching you getting your ass kicked?
Yeah. Oh
How
god.
does he appreciate these game skills?
Oh fucking
I enjoyed
damn.
Casper.
All right, Mauricio.
Wait, you like Casper?
I like Casper. I like Casper.
Yeah, Casper's actually.
Which one? Is it the one where he whispers in that girl saying, like, whispers like to that girl saying, like, can I keep you?
Okay, so
That one?
there are weird shit in Casper. Okay, I'm not saying there's not, but that is the one.
I like Casper. You know, a friendly ghost, just chilling, hanging out and shit. It's not too bad.
Can I keep you? Bitch, what?
Does he really say
And
that?
she was asleep.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, she was like asleep too, and he was just like, hey, can I keep you? Ew.
Oh man, Neil is saying I feel like people were too kind to Alita. In the movie or the anime or whatever.
The movie, Lita Battle Angel.
I don't know, man. Okay, here's the thing about that movie. Did you like it? Because I need to like test the room first before I say the bad shit that I'm about to say.
In terms of just a regular movie, I thought it was fine. The thing is, I didn't see the original Alita Battle Angel anime movie, so I can't really base it off that. As a movie, it's just okay.
My biggest thing with it is, and I have no judgment one way or the other, it was just there were a lot of people that were using it as like a comparison tool against the Brie Larson Captain Marvel movie for some reason, implying that this is what like a female hero should be. So that's my only interaction with the Battle Alita, what the fuck that movie's called.
Alita
Battle
Battle
Jacksontown.
Battle Los Angeles, which by the way,
Yeah.
Battle Los Angeles and LA is two different movies, and I get them confused all the time. I don't know which one's the B movie, because one of them is from Asylum, and I can't remember which one. But anyways, yeah, Battle Angel. I feel like that movie. I think that a world that amazing, it kind of falls into that Star Wars shit where it's like, there's a big story you're not telling here, and we're just kind of chilling with like two characters. It's like, what else is going on? Like, I'm not saying this as a co-host fan or a Double Toasted fan or Spill fan, but Tony Guerrero was not used at all. And to be honest, not even Mahershala Ali. He should have been like way more involved in the movie. And what I got at the end of the movie, the climax, I was like, man, as crazy as you guys have gone by ripping up mechs and all that shit, I feel like, dude, that ending could have been way more intense and way more, gory because he could get away with it. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, it's fucking crazy. I
The
actually
only
really like-
live action adaptation I've seen that was actually pretty decent, and it's not for the fucking quality of acting or anything in terms of like actual movie making. It's just the special effects alone and the animation is the Beowulf films.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, that was actually pretty nice too. Like the creature effects too, they looked really cool. But at the same time, I feel like what they're trying to do is kind of do like what 300 did. It was like, hey, we're gonna be doing like this crazy fucking aspect of being this half animated, half whatever the fuck movie, and everyone's going to love it. And it's like, you guys kind of, I don't know, maybe you guys should sound it a little bit longer and put it out later on. Because I think Avatar came out afterwards, right?
Right.
And didn't like win over fucking everybody. Like Avatar was just kind of like overfilled with just one movie. I was surprised at how fucking crazy Avatar was. And I like James Cameron, but I think that was a little overly hyped in my opinion.
I like Avatar. I just don't get like when people were having like these death syndromes because they couldn't go back to the Avatar world. Like there was a whole phenomenon that they were trying to recreate I guess The Exorcist was probably the best example of it, or maybe Paranormal Activity, where they were trying to make the movie bigger than what the fuck it is.
Mm-hmm.
And like they're like, yo, people go to this movie, man. They want to just live in the fucking Avatar world, man. They just want to escape reality, and some people just kill themselves because they can't comprehend they're not an Avatar. Well, those are fucking weak people. I'm glad they're gone.
Yeah, Roxy, did you ever like Avatar? I know that I haven't really been talking to you and everything, but I know I'm playing this Mortal Kombat game. You're like, what the fuck? But Avatar, what'd you feel?
The show or the movie?
The movie, the James Cameron one from 2009, I think.
Round one.
I mean, I saw it on a bus on my way to DC for the first time.
Did that fuck up the
So-
effect for you? Like you'd need to see it theatrically, or?
I never saw it theatrically. I just saw it on a bus on the way to DC, and the dude that was chaperoning all of us, the teacher that went on the trip with us, was like, "Oh, you guys, like, this is one of the best movies ever. Like, you gotta see it." And I'm like, "Okay." I fell asleep halfway through it. I still don't remember what fucking happened.
Does that ruin it for you a little bit when people say, "Oh, Ross, you gotta check this out. So fucking good, so beautiful," and then you're like, "Really? Let me see then," and then it just kind of ruins it for you?
It depends on the person, honestly, because there are some people that I don't want to call some of y'all out, but for example, when some of y'all go to Corey and say like, "Oh man, Corey, you gotta see this. It's fucking insane, man." The moment someone starts talking like that, I don't trust jack shit about what they say, especially if they do it often and start telling you what to see because they think it's amazing, this, and that. Like, and they're constantly hammering it in. If they're that kind of person that's constantly bringing it up, I'm not gonna watch it.
Yeah.
But if I take a look at it by myself, form my own opinion through like looking at IMDb or some comments online, if I'm interested enough, then maybe I'll watch it. But if someone like you guys on the call, you're just like, oh yeah, that's pretty cool, like I love that thing, I'll check it out. Just don't try to hammer it down my fucking throat talking about how it's the best thing ever.
Yeah, I just got my ass kicked by Sindel. Yeah, no, I feel that way when it comes to art movies, or even like I really hate when a movie just really comes out in that particular weekend that the box office opens for it. Everyone's like, oh, you gotta see this. Like, really? Or is it just because it's brand new and you want to be the first person to say, oh, I'm the one who told you to go fucking see it? It's like, I hate that. That happened with Cats, that happened with fucking a lot of things, man. Like,
when I do this, mostly because I want to talk to you about the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's like, hey, man, go see this movie so I can talk to you about it.
Yeah, 'cause you want to spoil it or whatever.
Yeah, because then, like, it's like, hey, man, I want to talk about this. Oh, this movie sounds great. Well, I'm about to, like, if I keep going, I'm going to spoil, like, the rest,
Everything.
50-60% of it. So, no, I got to tell you now to go watch it. If not, we're not going to have a proper conversation.
Exactly. And you don't want to be that guy that's kind of like, you know, how South Park fans or whatever the case may be, where they tell you the whole bit, and then it's like, I'm never going to appreciate what's going to be happening on screen now because you kind of, like, told me everything. I had that happen at GameStop, dude. I went over there, and this was, like, back in, like, 2010, 2012. And I was trying to look for a horror game, and I didn't know much. So I was like, hey, you guys got any cool horror games? He's like, dude, you got to play Fear. I'm like, all right, cool. And he's like, yeah, see that girl on the cover? There was this part, and it's going to surprise the hell out of you. And he told me every single bit about a jump scare. And then another jump scare, and another jump scare. I was about to buy this shit, and I'm like, yeah, dude, so, like, that's all the jump scares. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to buy this now. You just told me everything. You're telling me I'm going to be scared as fuck because I'm not going to expect any of this, and you just told me what to expect. What sense does that make?
That makes you expect the unexpected.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid.
Nick, how long did it take you for you to watch Bad Boys 2, Mauricio, Twitch?
It took me a long time, just because I felt like that. I didn't like Bad Boys 1 all that much when I first saw it. So Bad Boys 2, I was like, sequels are just bad usually. But when y'all were bringing up Bad Boys for Life and how good it was, Alan, one of the co-hosts that used to be on the show until last week, he loved the fuck out of it. And he was like, dude, there's a scene that reminds me of Terminator 2. And I was like, okay, you got me. And I binged all of them. Like, I marathoned the 3 movies. And goddamn, like, Bad Boys 2 is great.
Babe, I feel like I'm guilty of doing that to you, too.
In what sense? Because I already told you I like The Boys is bad.
No, not The Boys are bad. I'm talking about what Angela the Terrible puts. My husband likes to say, without spoiling anything, proceed to summarize the entire movie.
Yep. Yeah, it happens, man. It's like,
I feel like I've done that a few times to you.
With what?
It had to be either a documentary or some shit that we were watching. And you're like, well, babe, now I don't have to watch it. You pretty much told me everything.
Yeah, but like, you're not constantly harassing me, telling me like, you gotta see this or else you're fucking stupid as shit. You gotta see this shit now. No, you just got a little excited and then you told me. You're not the kind of person to hammer something down my throat and be like, this is the best thing ever. If you don't watch it, you're gonna fucking die of a heart attack, you fat fuck.
See, I did that to Jet. She killed me. So I'm like living my second life right now. But no,
I knew your ass was a cat.
Halloween H2O, I built up to Jet so fucking much. And I forgot that movie was a little bit boring. It's a little bit boring, but like, it's a good movie. I love Halloween H2O. But I kept telling
Hollywood movies take like a good sweet moment to start up.
Yeah. The movie walks as slow as Michael.
It's the good, but it's a little slow sometimes. But it's still good nonetheless.
What was funny, like, Jet, do you remember like how many times I told you, like, no, it's gonna get good. It's gonna get good. Just hold on. No.
I don't want to talk to you no more.
I'm sorry. Yeah, man, I try to push down her so much.
I feel like you had a little bit of that last night.
What people under the stairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I mean, I thought it was good.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I think I hyped up my nostalgia a little too much, even for myself. Because there was parts in that movie where I'm like, it's kind of taking forever to get started. You know, and it kind of, I'm not saying I was that bothered, but it's just kind of like, damn, dude. Ving Rhames is still fucking amazing in that movie, though. Actually, do you know what ever happened to a little kid? Like, with a movie like that, you would think that he would be doing some big shit later.
Do you mean Vern Troyer?
No. For you guys wondering where that's coming from, fucking Ganja got Vern Troyer and Ving Rhames mixed up. So we started talking about a bunch of horror movies that Ving Rhames is in that would be great with Vern Troyer.
Look, when he pulled out the shotgun on them zombies, that was great.
I'm just thinking of him and Dawn of the Dead 2004, like, better him than me. Just fucking thinking about. There's so many. Imagine Vern Troyer with a shotgun just blowing up fucking zombies.
My favorite part was when Vern Troyer had that zombie baby.
Oh shit, that was actually a pretty intense scene, by the way, dude. I love that fucking the whole her giving birth.
So
to
my
it.
question with the baby,
What's that?
Oh,
was it alive or dead?
No, it's
yes.
dead, fool.
All right, it's dead. All right, so why was like a full like newborn baby size? Like, didn't she get like bit like 5 months?
Oh yeah, that's actually interesting.
Like, wouldn't he been like a little like zygote, like screaming and shit? That's one thing that confused me with that scene. Was like, you shouldn't kill her. Science needs this right now. What the fuck?
God damn it! There you go. I'm gonna play a regular arcade mode.
Jim Henson's Zombies Babies coming up next on Fox.
That would be kind of cool. Oh shit! Someone came in here with just a whole ass crazy name. And crazy sentence there. I don't know what you're saying, sir. I don't know what the fuck's going on. But
Emic93 said, "Hey Nick, remember Area 51? I'm not talking about the arcade game. I'm talking about the first-person shooter from Midway for the Xbox and PlayStation."
fuck yes, I do. That was a great game. It was actually on the it was an extra on one of the like I think it was Spy Hunter or Mortal Kombat Deception on PS2. That was fucking great, actually. Ryan says, "Question: What's the first movie you ever saw that made you realize movies could be bad?" I will let one of y'all. Ganja, I'll let you handle it first. Then
No,
Roxanne.
I've been talking this whole time. Let one of the ladies take it.
Jed, how about you? What was the first movie that you realized, movies can actually be bad?
Well, at least the first one that comes to mind that I saw in theaters was 10,000 BC. So
Ooh,
that was
that's
fucking
a
terrible.
piece of shit. That fucking movie. Yeah, that's
I
really
walked
bad.
out of that mad as shit, and I was just like, oh, my mom can't pick the movies we go to see anymore. And then she did multiple times afterward. They were all very, very bad. Oh, actually, you know what one came before that? That was actually my fault.
Uh-oh, what?
I was young at the time, and I really wanted just to watch a comedy
Uh-huh.
in theaters. Meet the Spartans.
Okay, come on. How dare you? What the fuck?
That was fucking terrible. I only chuckled once, and that was way at the beginning.
Oh, the child abuse scene?
No, when they held hands and started skipping.
Inspector
That's
Gadget,
what
is what I
I'm
said.
That part actually made me laugh. The rest of it was I was sinking in my chair because I was just like, oh no, this is my fault.
Yeah. That's fucking awful.
Was everybody in the family blaming you?
Yeah.
Were you getting looks?
Oh yeah, my dad basically walked out of there. He was just like, oh,
Like, why
that
the
was
fuck would you do
fucking
this?
awful.
God, yeah, that's a bad one. I'm trying to think. Speed 2 was fucking awful. Speed 2 Cruise Control. That was so fucking awful. By the way, Roxy, how about you? What's the first movie that you watched that made you realize movies could be bad?
Speed 2 made me want to cry. The first Speed was so fucking hype. Hands down, that's one of my favorite movies to watch with my family. It's a staple. I was like, yes, I can't wait to see the second one. And then I cried
Round
because it was so fucking bad. Another one that comes to mind was Blade Trinity.
Ooh,
Because
yeah.
I fucking loved the Blade movies growing up. I still have all the DVD sets. I watched them with my mom and my brother throughout the days. It was just fucking bomb. The first one was cool, second one was cool. I had a crush on a dude in the second one. I remember that vividly. But with the third one, I'm just like, oh, Ryan Reynolds, what does he have to add? Oh. Oh, no. No. It's so bad.
Oh, I just realized another one. Super Mario Brothers, the movie. That was fucking rough, dude. That was so rough.
Listen, I need you to shut up.
No, I'm sorry, Jed. That shit's so fucking bad.
I got two.
What's up?
First one was really not my first bad movie, but it was the first time I realized that people watch stoner shit just to say hey, there's weed in this movie, man.
Mm-hmm.
Was the Biodome film?
Oh,
I had a
Biodome.
buddy. we were like 15, Pauly Shore.
Uh-huh.
And we were 15, and my buddy sits me down. He's like, yo, man, you need to watch this movie, bro. Like, Pauly Shore gets high, and then they fuck with scientists, man. It's great. I sit down and watch this, and I proceed to get fucking angry. I'm like, this is so dumb. This dude won't shut the fuck up. And then he has this cadence. Yo, man, we're gonna go make some copies. I fucking
that
hated
fucking
that.
voice,
And Pauly
dude.
Shore's like 90s voice that he did in the early 2000s. I wanted this motherfucker dead. Every chance there was like a chance they had like of the scientists trying to kill them or something going wrong where they got injured. I loved every minute of it.
Yeah, I can imagine, dude, because that is fucking annoying as shit.
Hey, buddy. And the motherfucker started quoting to me like I liked the movie.
Oh yeah, because by the way too, like you were probably like the cool kid still back then, so you're probably thinking like, oh, he's gonna smoke weed, he gets it. Like, yo, ganja. It's like, fuck off. What was that movie? He's like an army man or something.
Oh, I stopped fucking with Pauly Shore after that, so don't ask me.
Yeah, I can't stand Pauly Shore, dude. I feel like every generation has a Pauly Shore, by the way. Like, what would you imagine like the Pauly Shore of today? Because there has to be one, like that party guy is like, eh. Like I think Adam Devine is kind of him, even though
I think our generation's full of them. Like
Yeah.
what industry? Like, are you talking specifically? We got ones in makeup. We got ones in
YouTube?
YouTube.
Yeah,
we got
Logan
hip
Paul.
hoppers. Like, there's nobody that's not an Andy Dick / fucking Pauly Shore type character now.
That's true.
Even the
Oh,
ones
yeah.
that can pull it off in Deeren are still doing it, like the guys from Workaholics.
Yeah, you're right. Man, that's kind of crazy. It's like we got a lot in every genre of entertainment. That's fucking crazy.
Oh, I got something that ties into this.
What's up?
When you were a kid, did you ever notice the stark difference in like kids' movies? How some of them would actually have you thinking. You would actually like feel what the characters feel. And then you're like, oh wow, this is what like movies are. Like they make you feel things. And then you sat down and watched another kid's movie and it was just fucking awful.
Kinda. Like I felt that with Free Willy. Like Free Willy, that and its sequel. I was like, oh yeah, I feel the way I'm supposed to feel. Like, and this is getting to me, the music's getting to me. And then there'd be times where I'm just like, in that second one, it's like, dude, kill that fucking orca or whale, whatever the fuck. I don't give a shit. I felt that with like teen movies. Like I consider Jurassic World 2 or Jurassic Park 2 adult / kid movie. And were you not rooting for the fucking T-Rexes? Like I almost
I
wanted
was here for the dinosaurs the whole time.
yeah, like
Yeah.
yeah. I'm
Except
like,
when what's his name? Malcolm appeared on screen. Then I was like, no, not him.
yeah, not Jeff Goldblum, no.
No, not him. He lives.
But what's an example for that for you though, Rox?
Shrek. I
Shrek?
fucking love Shrek. And I'm like, oh my god, like, this is what you're supposed to do in movies. Like, it makes you think. It makes you, like, realize something other than bad people be bad, good people be good. And then I forgot what I watched in comparison. I think it was, these two are starkly different. So
you
I
watched
know I'm
some
gonna catch
Despicable,
some shit for this. Compare something with Shrek with, like, baby geniuses. You notice the difference right away.
Spawn win.
Or like Master of Disguise, like that's a kid movie. Like it's supposed to be dumb. Like it's not gonna make sense, but like the amount of not making sense is too much. Like that poor kid, you're gonna fucking fuck that life.
Yeah. To add on to her point, like, babe, I don't, and Nick and Jed, I don't know if y'all ever felt like this, but when they were like, they were doing I don't know if you guys had like friends that did like Network Wars early on when you guys were like young.
Oh, like Cartoon Network versus Nick.
Yeah. I was always on Nickelodeon's side because I felt like Nickelodeon's cartoons were a little bit more mature. And like I started noticing like when I was like 8 that I noticed that Nickelodeon kind of did stuff that my friends did and like I liked or was into. And Disney did stuff that like my parents think I was into.
Yeah, I kind of remember that.
Because I didn't watch The Weekenders till I got much older, like 12 or 13. Because I felt like, oh, well, what? Am I supposed to be like oppressed that you think me and my friends hanging out every weekend? Yeah, that's what kids do.
Yeah, I'm trying to think.
When it came to that, I think I was on Cartoon Network. I think just Cartoon Network just had more shit that I was into.
By the way, I thought you were gonna say like, man, when I was into that, I thought I was on crack. I was like, what?
That too. I was on a lot of crack when I was watching Cartoon Network.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what channel I would prefer, but I remember like when I got home from school, WB Kids and UPN had some fucking bomb-ass cartoons. That was Pokemon, Beast Wars, the Batman Superman Hour.
Did anyone else watch Martin?
Oh fuck yeah!
I know that wasn't supposed to be for us. Like Soul Train and Martin was not supposed to be for us. I was supposed to let the adults know, hey, you got your channel back. But I still sat down and watched both of them.
We'll see.
Was
But
mine on Nick at night? I can't remember.
I believe so. It depends, because like syndication was a little bit different. Where if you're syndicated, you would get prime time as opposed to just being like, you know, on fucking TV late when everyone's asleep. So yeah, Martin was. I don't know. I think Martin was prime time at that moment, but lots of those shows are very like. If you notice, like the black TV shows like Jamie Foxx, Living Single, like they're very, even though they're adult, they're very like okay for kids to watch too. Nothing on there was happening that we wouldn't understand or laugh at.
And even if something did happen, it was so like deep, like adult knowledge that it would go over most kids' heads.
Yeah. What are you saying, Jack?
I was mostly watching Fresh Prince.
I don't like Fresh Prince.
All right, so can I say something about Will Smith? I didn't like him until the movies.
Same here.
Fresh Prince, I always thought he was like fake as fuck.
He's corny as fuck, dude.
Yeah, I never liked the Fresh Prince character. I actually like. Believe it or not, I like Carlton more because I believed him.
Oh, okay. Well, I won't say that. I fucking hate Carlton too.
No, because I believe like that actor's probably a corny motherfucker. He's just like added an extra 10 to it for the character.
I liked everyone on the show. Like everyone's like bit of corniness actually made it kind of endearing. Like Will was actually supposed to be corny, that's why he got rejected so much. And Carlton, he was just a big fucking nerd you would just fucking laugh at, but he was endearing.
I guess so. I mean, like I said, that show wasn't harmful or anything. You know, it wasn't like insulting to the intelligence. It's just kind of like, you know, it is what it is. But here's the thing, though, guys. As I just finished that fucking match right there, I think it's time for us to get the hell out of here because Corey is now on doing his show. So once again, I've noticed that there's still 58 people watching this right now, unless my fucking numbers are incorrect here. But I appreciate Jub's Junk. I love that name. Burgess' Blues. All you guys. Edward's Cool. Looney Tune. All of you guys. You guys are fucking awesome. Thank you so much for chilling with us. And yeah, we're gonna actually send you guys over to possibly. I'm gonna see if our boy Chris Herman is on. Let me see.
He is.
He is for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm looking at him popping up right now on my follow channels because I do follow an ally.
Nice. All right, Mr. Chris Herman, we're going to send this over to you guys. Obviously, guys, too. And we're saying, don't be hating on Fresh Prince. Yeah, I know. And Jet's going to fucking whoop my ass for saying what I said about Fresh Prince. But nah, man. We're going to send these people over to Chris right now. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. We'll be reviewing People Under the Stairs as well as some horror stuff. And Hellraiser's actually coming back in the TV reboot. We got to touch on that shit because, good God, I've been wanting to talk about Hellraiser for like a fucking month now. So, thank y'all for watching this. I had to go. Goodbye. Ganja, as we play the music and everything, tell people where to find you.
Check me out on the Naughty Podcast on the Metropolis Collective on Facebook and as well as on Twitter at Ray Ganja Guru.
Oh, yeah. People, thank you for chilling with us so long. And you guys can go. Bye! Damn it. I really wish you guys could hear this music, by the way. It's so good. It's like... so good. Doesn't sound like that, by the way.
Chris